it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I'm here today with my design team project for Release the Craftin for the month of April, and this journal was made from her new kit, Witch's Tea, which you can find in her Etsy shop or on her website, releasethecraftin.com. I took a slight departure from this being a particularly witchy book. I mean, it's a little bit for sure because of her contribution to the kit, or sorry, to the journal. Like, the kit itself does kind of flavor the journal a little bit, but there are some other elements, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I think of this book a bit as like a tea celebration kind of book, but I think that each person can interpret the story of a book themselves in different ways. So I would love to invite you to take a look at this with me. I had a lot of fun making it. So it's in the cover of an old 1800s beautiful book that had this beautiful embossing. It's a brown book that I did gild, and I decided to do something. As soon as I heard that the kit was going to be tea themed, this idea just popped into my head, and I decided to buy just a beautiful piece of old china from a saucer from a teacup and saucer set where the teacup had been broken, and I just took it and I made a mosaic with it. I used to make mosaic all the time. I used to actually sell large clocks that I called smash clocks that were a different life from a different life that I've done creatively. So I thought it was fun to go ahead and use some black grout and make this fun mosaic, and then I just went around the edges here with this beautiful gold trim, and I really love the embossing on the cover here. I put eyelets here so the closure could be tied front and back. I left the back of the book alone, just the brown. I thought it was really nice. I'm really happy with the spine and how it turned out. So it's a hand-built spine because this was I believe a Francois Villon book. There's some assets from the book are inside here, but I built a spine for it, and then I tea-dyed and weathered and gilded and, you know, mixed media kind of worked with these ribbons, and I really love how the spine turned out. I think it's really pretty. So okay, you can see she is a chunky. This is a chunky book, and I really love it. I think that it's actually pretty perfect how big it turned out. So there's lots of lace coming out of it, as you can see. So the ties are these nice, strong seam binding ties. And so let's hop on into the journal here. So the inside end papers are these beautiful blue and gold papers, and I've added my Ex Libris label there. So this is the first page. Page. I'm so excited. I'm stuttering about this kit. It's beautiful. The first page of the kit. So what you're going to see in the kit is a lot of tea staining, and then also I've added another layer. So you can see this kind of extra blotching in this yellowy tone. That's from me doing tea staining on the back, spraying tea spraying. So it's just another layer. So there's a lot of beautiful florals and tea leaves, moons, teacup staining, that kind of thing. Just a beautiful kit. So this is also, there's several of these in the kit. They're basically journal cards, or you can obviously make whatever you like with them. So they're recipe cards for tea. So this is the Harvest Moon tea. It gives you the steep time and the recipe, cinnamon, orange peel, star anise, and then some steeping instructions. And inside here, this was from a magazine. It's just a tea invitation card, and I thought it was cute, and it just went along with the theme. Okay, so then these are some of my tea-dyed lace papers, and then this is, all the paper clips in this book are like rusted paper clips. This is one of the, I believe there's 3 with the kit of these beautiful cabinet cards. So they have an image on the back. I laminated them, so sorry if you can only see the shine. I laminated them with some beautiful loose tea in the circle, and I gilded around the opening, and inside I've placed these tarot cards from the White Sage Tarot deck by Teresa Hutch. So you'll see several of those tarot cards throughout. This is the 4 of Cups, and that just pops on in there and then clips here. you're going to see a lot of international kind of pictures of people from around the world enjoying tea. Lots of fun themes in this book. And then this is one of the tags from the kit. I just think it's beautiful. I love the images and the backgrounds. They're so multi-layered. Hopefully you can see that. There's a moon back here, and then behind it there's like very beautiful pinks and peaches of tea leaves and such. And then we have a little, these are throughout the book. There's one in each signature of these little teacups on this handmade paper. And then in here we have the 10 of cups. And then we just have this lady enjoying her tea. And this says the time of tea, and it's on a tea bag that I've recycled. And this is some tea stained paper that's been tea stained to sort of look like the tea reading in the bottom of like a teacup. And this is one of the little journal cards from the kit that says Dandelion. And then this is the first page of this beautiful lace that I thought went perfectly with the china. And I've added these little charms onto each of the signature, each of the laces in the signature. This one's a little pearl. They're all on bulb pins. And then this lovely woman is making some tea. And then there's a little tea desk over here. And inside we have a beautiful tag from the kit. It's one of those trifecta kind of tags. And some of my blue dyed papers in here. It made me think about just the flowiness of water, and this paper really picks that up. So I think, you know, one of the fun things about this tea celebration journal is just the simplicity of what it is, right? How much comfort and joy and sustenance and functionality tea has in our life and can have in communities around the world, that it can sustain people. And so yeah, I was happy to be able to include these pictures of these beautiful people. And then this is an image from the tea growing, tea lands. And then this lovely woman in her tea ceremony. A beautiful teapot. And then this is from the kit. There's another 3 of Cups tarot card holding this tag from the kit with this Lin Yutang quote: "There is something in the nature of tea that leads us into a world of quiet contemplation." So this book just has really all the coziness kind of vibes. And this gentleman enjoying his tea, and some tea stained lace on the edges, the same as is on the spine. And I thought he was so cute. Doesn't he just look so joyful having this little tea and a little chunk of scone or something there? And some more of my lacy tea dyed paper. This beautiful big envelope is from the kit, and it's been paper clipped on there. And inside, I added this. This is from the original Francois Villon book, and I just thought it was a beautiful page. It's the dedication of the book, and I just thought it was really neat how it almost looks like a teacup, right? And it almost goes so perfectly in this book. So I thought I will definitely include it, because I like to add a few things from the original book, especially when it's a book from the 1800s. So these are just 2 beautiful pages from the kit where the signatures meet up. Some more tea-dyed lace. And then there's this little table with a teacup here with little trees on it. And this just feels like some kind of like a Midwestern diner. You know, so many ways to appreciate how people can enjoy tea. This feels like a very sort of, you know, rural setting, having a big breakfast. And then there's this tag from the kit. It is Bill Watterson's quote: "Rainy days should be spent at home with a cup of tea and a good book." That's what I plan to do today. It is very drizzly outside. Some more of my tea-dyed lace paper, and then this is an amazing envelope from the kit with one of the little tickets that I didn't punch the ticketing. I just shaded it with ink, and I added some old book spine. And inside, I could not include some old witchy tea images, right? What are we doing here if we're not celebrating a bit of witchiness? So that is what's inside here. And that's just a public domain image that I got from the public domain review, I believe. And then this lady, she appears in little bits throughout the book with her little teacup. More tea making, and this little circle here is from the kit. I just thought it added an almost moon-like element behind her making the tea. More of the tea stained paper, and then just a beautiful image of tea hanging. This is in a Japanese market. And then a hand pouring tea. More of my watery paper. More tea being poured. And then this is one of the large journal images that you get with the kit. I love these so much. These and the giant tags, I just love them so much. And then this is just another subtle image of tea being poured. I like this kind of abstract imagery. Like, I think I see in a journal like this that people will be doing things. Maybe this would be a good book for like making tasting notes, and also maybe sticking little pictures of, you know, your teas or your teacups, or if you had a cozy morning, maybe stick a little picture of your tea mug or your coffee mug and write about, you know, how your morning went. It's just like an altogether coziness kind of book. That's really how I feel about it. And then this is another one of those little teacup snippet kind of things, some lace here, and then this was so much fun to make. So this is one of the envelopes from the kit, and I just stuck the time of tea here. That's just from a book that I had, and then I made this beautiful wax seal, and I trapped some little purple flowers in it to match the flowers here and the lavender, and I just love this bee. And then inside we have this little journal card of just tea being made. This is actually in Africa, and tea's being made outside on the fire. Very beautiful. And it's backed with avocado dyed paper. And that just tucks on in here. And that tucks in here. I forgot for a moment where it went. And then this is a stack of teacups. This is from a magazine, and I just tea stained it and oxide stained it, so it's got some fun like bubbles and stuff on it, and it just tones the whole colors down. And then this is another of those beautiful cabinet cards. Hopefully you can see, and the shine isn't too much from the lamination. I just love laminating these. This one I laminated with lavender inside, and then added the 6 of Cups tarot card inside. That just goes in there. And then we have this lovely picture of tea being served, and another fun and abstract kind of blurred photograph of a woman about to drink from a tea bowl. More of my papers. 2 beautiful pages from the kit. Hopefully you can see all the multi-layering. It's just a feast for the eyes. It's just beautiful. All of these florals and the tea in the bowl and this beautiful teapot. I love that it's glass and you can see through it. It's just nice. And then we have here a journal card from the kit again. So this is full moon tea, spearmint, lavender, jasmine, steep in moon water, drink after rituals as a restorative. So this is another of those little teacup snippets there. And more of my paper. And then this is image of an old Chinese tea can. And then some images from the Misty Tea Lands, and a large tag from the kit. This is beautiful. I love the watercoloriness of the flowers. It's so pretty. It's one thing I can say about Release the Craftin. Like, you know, I chose her as an artist that I wanted to be on her design team as soon as I felt ready, because I just think that she has a particular style that I just really love. She uses so many layers and textures, and I also just think her themes are really interesting and fun, and they're a departure from my normal work. But overall, her style, I'm just really, really chuffed about all the time. As soon as she sends me a new kit, it's like the most exciting thing. And then this is a crinkled tea-dyed paper. It's like very, very nice. It feels very old, you know, and it's strong though too, because it's watercolor paper, and I love how the folds kind of come together. And then there's a tab up here from the kit, so you get, I believe, 3 of these nice tabs. Of course, you could print as many as you want. That's the joy of digitals, right? And they do have like a spot to put a label on the back. And then we have a little pocket and another little lavender journal card. And then just a beautiful center spread page from the kit. How warm and cozy. Doesn't this just make you want to curl up on the couch in the rain and just write about, you know, little bits of your day? And then this is a belly band from the kit with a tag from the kit. And I've just added some fun green torn cotton ribbons. And they just hang there. And then we have this. This is Soshitu Sen, the 15th. A cup of tea is a cup of peace. And more of my watery paper. Oh, and I'm forgetting to show you the charms. So this is the charm for this one. They are like little crystals on chains, little glass beads. Some of them are larger. That I showed you the pearl. Okay. I always forget something as I'm going here. Another of those fun pages. And then another misty image from the tea lands. And I love that there's like a little hole here and it shows the blue. It just goes together. Sometimes joy is in the little things. And then there's just this nice little fabric pocket, nice green, reminds me of green tea, some old book page here and a little teacup. And then this is the book plate from this original book. So this is the book that this came out of, Francois Villon, A Documented Survey by D.B. Wyndham Lewis, 1928. And then the copyright information on the back that you can also write on. It just tucks in there. Then another lacy page. And then this is a pocket here. This is a label from the kit. And then TEA, a little banner of flags from the kit. And I made this journal card. This is from the Tea Lands and a little, journal tag and a little tab up top that just pokes in here. And then two beautiful pages from the kit. I love how the lavender just pops in all these gold shades. And then clipped on here we have another journal card that I made with some fabric down the side, just more image from the tea lands, covered in tea-dyed paper on back. More of the lace, and this is a big, beautiful semi-precious stone bead. And then over here we have, these are like large labels, but I like using them as just little tuck-ins to write on. And these are both from the kit. And then we have this beautiful Asian designed teacup in the back. And these are the ropes, sort of like wicker and bamboo that's used to hang and dry tea leaves. And over here we have this lovely lady with a big kettle of tea. And clipped on here we have this coin envelope that's from the kit. It has some nice dandelions on the front. And I put inside here, this is a bookmark that I made from the original spine of the book. So you can see there the Francois Villon. And you can see at the bottom the publisher information. And then I just did like a little fun collage of things here. And I thought that the rows went well. So you can use that as your bookmark for your spot in your writing or your working in the journal. That just pops back on here. And then this is an estate at a tea land basically, and some watery paper. One of the tabs from the kit. Just a beautiful spread from the kit. And then there's just this snippet of a teacup, and then the third of the cabinet cards. And there's tea in there. I've laminated it again, so hopefully you can see it. And then this is the Ace of Cups that's inside this one. And I just love how the tea is trapped in there. And that just pops inside. And then this lady, she's, you know, serving tea in some estate type house. And then there's some of the goodies on her tray, some little strawberry tarts, and it looks like a chocolate bread and some scones. And then this is from the kit. It's a little, I love the circular elements. It's like the moon and a little teapot here and the florals again. And that's on tea-dyed paper. And then I just love the happiness, the laughter that these women who are picking tea, they look so sweet. And then the back is more of my sunburst tea-dyed paper. That just pops up in there. And there's something about the lace and everything. This book feels very cozy to hold and to like work in. Like I feel like it would just be pleasurable to sit, you know, on a couch or at a desk and work in it. And then we have, this is actually a little space where people have tea ceremonies. You can see the beautiful windows looking outside onto a path, and then there's a little teapot on a pillow there. And then this is from something that they do. This is like dried tea pods of some kind. I completely forget the story right now, but it is all tea related. And then this is a large tea cask. And then some more of my tea-dyed sunburst paper and one of the labels from the kit up there. That just flips out. And then another little charm here. And one of the tickets from the kit. And these beautiful pages from the kit. This one's fun because it's got like a little piece of, you know, diagonal paper for you to kind of journal on if you want to journal that direction. And you can see some of my splotches that come through from the tea dyeing on the other side. This is some beautiful gold silk ribbon. And then this is a really beautifully cut semi-precious stone bead. It's like little tiny honeycomb kind of shapes, and it's very sparkly. And then we have this pocket and tag, both from the kit. So beautiful. And then some of my black walnut dyed paper. And on this side, hopefully you can see that it's shiny. It's actually been silver sprayed. And I thought it went really well with this beautiful piece of silver tea service. And then we have a lovely brown ceramic pot actually sitting in ashes of the teas being made on the fire. And then more of my weathered old tea-dyed paper, and this is a beautiful tag from the kit. And then this isn't the other piece of that tea service. This is the little part where you steep your tea in. And then it's on my watery paper, and I just love her. She's like, come, sit, put down your bag, let's have tea. You know, she's just lovely. And then this side, this is a space that people in Japan have lovely tea service. And then on this side, we have this couple having a very elaborate little tea lunch of all sorts of beautiful teapots and dishes and scones and such. And then this is a monk, a child with a large silver teapot. I just love him. And then this is from the kit, this journal card. This is for Blue Moon tea, butterfly, pea flower, rose petals, chamomile, so beautiful. And then another teapot in the ashes. And then this is actually in India, and it's another kind of cool tea kiln. You would put the gas fire down here, and I love this rusty old pot. And then more of my silver sprayed black walnut dyed paper, and another of those little teapot snippets. And then I've braided together these three things from the kit. So these are little cards that you can write your own tea recipes on. They're beautiful, and you can write the name of the tea blend, the steep time, and your recipe for the tea. So I think that's a nice, you know, way of kind of keeping your tea cocktail type recipes. Then we have another ruffle here and 2 pages from the kit. Love this. I love the staining and the way the green pops onto the scene from the side. And then another circular element from the kit, and they have a moon there. And then this is for New Moon tea, also from the kit. And this is our other little witchy element, another of these pictures that I found from the public domain review. And then more of that Indian tea. You can see the fires back here. And this is another of those little tea invitational cards from a magazine that I thought were cute. And this lovely lady, I believe this is in Peru, and she's just serving up some tea. This is some of my hand spun yarn. It's just Teeswater wool locks that I've stitched on here. I just thought the colors were nice with the book. And then one of the labels, you get 3 of these, but of course you can print as many as you like in the kit. And then these are all little elements from the kit, like little journal card or pocket type snippet things that you can use whatever you want. I made a belly band with them in this case and used 3 of them. And then it's on tea-dyed paper, and I just made this journal card of this tea, and I like how you can see the embers and the coals in the back. And then this is a beautiful page from the kit, so warm. And another of those teacup snippets, and this is from the kit. Beautiful little tag. And then this is a chef making scones. I actually have a really wonderful scone recipe that I used to serve in a cafe that I worked in when I was a young teenager, and I treasure the recipe and I make them all the time. This is a label from the kit that I've affixed onto just a tea-dyed book page pocket. And back there you can see the label of clotted cream. And then this is another of those little recipe cards for your own tea recipes. So you can add your own. And then this is more of my watery paper. This is one of my sunflower pockets that I made as part of the Spring Around hop. And then this is really fun because it's made from recycled bubble wrap and packaging. This little journal card with an eyelet is so cute, and I felt like it was so suited to this kit because of the golds and the tea dyeing, and I actually got that in some Happy Mail from a lovely friend. So I will just pop that back inside there. And this is some construction paper that's dyed. I thought it looked really nice. And then we have here a large tea service. Another of the labels from the kit, and I've just made this fabric and paper pocket with some tea dishes there. And then inside we have the 2 of Cups tarot card and this beautiful little label from the kit for writing on. More of my watery paper. And then another little tea service. And then this is just held on with a paper clip, another image of a tea service. And this I just felt like belonged here. It's just this woman with her little dog, and she looks like she could be ready to serve tea or to have some tea. Just more warm themes. And this page is from the kit. I have a little string there. And this lady just having a good laugh. Some scones here. She was featured earlier in the book. And then some scones on some nice dishes. Another of the sunflower pockets. And inside we have this from the kit of calendula. And then this is another from Happy Mail. Beautiful little tea stained paper kind of kit. It's beautiful. And paper rather. And then this is from the kit, this little piece here, and I tied it on kind of like a little tea bag string. Those just both pop right on in here. And then I did the same here. I threaded this through the stitching with thread, and this is just this lovely girl serving tea, and it's a large journal card, and I tied this on kind of like a tea bag. That's from the kit, that sweet little tag. So that just clips on here. And these are 2 gorgeous pages from the kit. And then on this side we have a laminated, hopefully you can see that, it's a laminated piece of beautiful paper, and it's got milkweed that I trapped in the lamination. And then 2 little tags from the kit. Let's just pop in there. Black walnut dyed paper. Another beautiful page from the kit. And then this is another of those little teacup snippets, and then just a little journal card. It says any of these relics. More of my tea-dyed lace paper and one of the tabs from the kit. And this is a little green tea preparation, and this is the lady who's preparing it. More watery paper. Another of those fun little eyeletted tea-dyed paper snips there, and I used it as a tuck this time, and you see some teapots back there that have definitely been well used. And then this is just a fun little snippet kind of paper pad, so it's got some fabric here. This is a little tag from the kit, and then it's just got fun little pages just for writing on. And it's all stitched together. And that's some cream and some tea. More watery paper. And then this lovely dessert being made. And on this side we have another kind of abstract photograph of a tea bowl here, and you can see the robes of the people. These are the monks that are sitting on the wooden floor having the tea. And then this is a beautiful big card from the kit with the moon and tea being poured in this wooden scoop. And then another of my lacy dyed tea pages. And then this is a little piece of book page from the Tea Lands, this woman picking tea. And inside here from the kit we have this beautiful mint journal card. And another nice picture from the kit, or page from the kit. Some black walnut dyed paper and lace, and this is the charm on here. Little glass bead. And then this, let me just pull these out so you can see. This is like sort of a two-tiered wooden shelf with some indigo towels there and some tea, lots of teacups. And I cut the center out to just kind of give it some shape, and then I've added some of the tarot cards, the cups tarot cards. And those all just pop in there. And then two beautiful pages from the kit. I love these dandelions. Amazing. And then on this side we have a large tag from the kit on tea dyed paper, and that's black walnut dyed. And then I've added some avocado dyed lace up here, and then one of the little tags from the kit as well. Another beautiful page from the kit. And then I've made a side tuck here of some mint leaves and some glass teacups. And then tucked inside here, this is actually just from a really interesting 1970s book that I have on all these different practical things in life and tips and stuff. So this one covers herb teas, infusions, decoctions, and on the back we have macerations, tinctures, and then it talks about cabbage. And I just love the text. It'd be fun to do like collage with that paper actually, but also to just have it as a nice thing in here to use in your journal. And then more of my blue paper. And then we have the little page of cups, Otter with his teacup here, and one of the pages from the kit of rosemary. Again, just look at the beautiful details. Love these. And our lady here with her tea. And more of my tea-dyed lace paper. And then this is the outside of this place where they have tea ceremonies, so bits of water flow over these stones. And then an image of the tea lands where they're picking tea. Another tea service there. And some nice vintage tea-dyed lace and a little charm. And some green tea. And this lady drinking tea. Watery paper, another of those teacup tucks, and this is cinnamon from the kit. And this page is beautiful. I love the bluey greens and the gold from the kit. This is black walnut dyed. The Knight of Cups is just clipped on here. Oops. Have a little bit of some of my tea dyeing, one of my tea leaves. And then two of the pages from the kit. Just beautiful depth, and I love how spraying them with tea on the back gave another layer. Another of those teacup tucks, and this is lemon verbena from the kit. More of my dyed paper, and the charm here is this beautiful gold crystal. And then on this side, I had to just include this. This is just a whole page from this tea book, and then this is a page from the kit with the lavender and the mint, and so beautiful. But this is just a beautiful page from a book about tea, and this lady is just like, they have these sliding, like the tea service happens in here. They make and dry tea over here, and they have these like sliding windows and stuff. So she's, you know, grabbing from the fresh things or putting her sandals outside because they don't wear their shoes inside. And then on back we have some goodies for a tea party. So I just loved her, and I thought that was a nice thing to include. But we still aren't at my favorite part of the journal yet. You're going to have a little giggle, I think, when you see it. So this is a large tag from the kit. It's just gorgeous. And I stitched some silk up top here. Sometimes you forget the words. And then this is just a nice abstract image of a tea party here. This gentleman holding a napkin, and there's a teacup there. And sorting the green tea. Watery paper. This is a card game over tea. Oops. And this sweet little couple here, looks like they're somewhere in England maybe, and they're just having their nice tea. And then this lady is just very in her moment, talking about something or feeling something, and she's got her tea and she's got her plate in her lap, and she's got a little chunk of scone and a little tiny dog right here. And then more watery paper. And another image of green tea being prepared and roasted. And then this is from the desert near the tea lands, and another beautiful page from the kit. More black walnut dyed paper. And there he is. Okay, what's cuter? The King of Cups, this little otter here, floating along with his little cup of tea. Or this little man. Isn't he the cutest little man? I just fell in love with him. Like, this picture is like kind of the reason that I ended up making this sort of like a world celebration of tea, because I just love him. I just think he's like, I don't know, content and sleepy, and I just like it. I don't know why. And then the last page is this page from the kit, and it's beautiful. It's a lovely way to say goodbye to the kit with the moon here and the tea leaves. And then this is the back end paper. I just kept them simple. I felt like the book itself really didn't need extra things. I really wanted to keep it about the pages of the book. So this is the tea celebration journal. It will be going up in my Etsy shop if you're seeing this video. Also make sure that you check out Release the Craftin in her Etsy shop or her website, releasethecraftin.com, and you can find the Witch's Tea Kit, and you will be able to make your own journal if you'd like, make some stationery, send some beautiful tea invitations if you can. And thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't yet subscribed, I would love it if you did. I do all sorts of journal flip throughs if they are your thing, if that's how you relax. It's how I relax a lot of the time. And so thanks again, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.